the channel. I don't know what to call this yet. I'm really debating. I like to post videos on TikTok, Instagram, and my name is Just Huge, and this is the Just Huge Network. I think that's what it is for now, but let's kind of get into it. So I got invited to my first film festival, and I had the privilege of seeing the film Smile, which was supposed to debut September 30th, but I got to see it 2 weeks earlier, and I will say, it was arguably one of the craziest movies I've seen in my life. I don't typically watch a lot of horror, but it was interesting to see a psychological thriller and to see a new take on horror in itself. I think that Parker Finn is an amazing director, and for this to be his first directorial debut, it's quite the success for Paramount and him both. If he wants to continue, I think there could be a lot of success in the future. But it's essentially about a woman who witnesses, which is I would say basically a supernatural account. She witnesses a patient basically off herself, and she is haunted by a supernatural figure that poses as important people in her life. And as a result, she begins to isolate herself, and she's driven to insanity just by being linked into this, I would say, psychological, it's basically a psychological link. As the creature follows and haunts the person, they're driven to insanity, and then they off themselves. But in order for the creature to travel to other people, another person has to witness a smooth aside, and that's how they travel to the other person. I thought there were some great motifs and themes that were in the film. I like that they addressed mental health. I love that we saw something new. It's been a minute since we've seen a movie address mental health in this way, especially horror. I would say horror. It's very nuanced in a certain way. Parker Finn is amazing with that camera. He does a great job of giving us new angles, shooting really well. And as a person that's not really educated in film, I would say that I did see something new, and I felt like that was very cool. So, that was interesting in itself. I think the best part about the cast is we see a lot of people that we've seen in other films and other projects, and they get to explore the range. It's been a minute since we've seen Kal Penn in a very serious role like this. He actually was believable as a head doctor. That's probably something his parents wanted him to play his whole life, literally. But Kal Penn was amazing. I'd say Jessie Usher was amazing. We know him as A-Train. He's played other roles as well. He was in Shaft, the reboot, which really wasn't that great, but we got to see him play a role that wasn't solely based on, race and culture. People were able to exist, and, people of color are there, and it doesn't matter. And that's what I really love about this film. Very diverse in the talent. People talk about diversity. I think we also never talk about how diversity really matters when it comes to talent, because it seems like all the same actors get the same roles, and it was very cool to see Sosie Bacon differentiate herself from her father's legacy and do something new, and I felt like that was very important. Very good film. I would say it's up there. It's probably one of the best films of the year. You have her and Sosie, or you have Nope and Smile. If they're going head to head, maybe Smile is better. I might have to see it again just to really come to that decision. But this one's pure horror. It's pure horror. You have transitions that puts you in the mind of Sosie's character, and you're pretty much trying to figure out what's real and what's not. And you're on the brink of insanity, and you feel that for that character. And I think Parker Finn, he did an amazing job of showing that. What else? There were so many actors in the film that I never really even seen, and they did really well delivering it. And I love that it really left off on a cliffhanger, so it opens the door maybe to a second sequel. I know Paramount's looking for some new horror films and something different. And Parker Finn may actually be that new young guy that you could have in the film to, you know, make a series with. I think this is going to be relatable for a lot of young people. People are going to like it a lot more than the other films, just because it expands on something that really isn't talked about a lot in our society, and that's mental health. Like, mental health in itself. We've had so many issues in the recent past years. It seems like COVID definitely propelled that, like it made it worse. So it was great to really see a psychological thriller that deals with the mind and F's with your mind. Like, that's literally what it did. And I adore Parker Finn for that. I think that was very good, and I really enjoyed it. Does it need a sequel? Probably not. Will Parker Finn have a job in Hollywood? Absolutely. Like, he's cemented. Like, I think he's gonna do his thing, and it was really cool to see him actually at the film festival at Fantastic Fest. So it was really cool to really get a perspective and get a rundown of what the purpose of this movie was. And I think it was just to show how mental health and isolation and not having that social network can actually be detrimental to your health. I think that was really what this film was about. It was very interesting to see that. It's very relatable. There's some parts where I'm like, damn, like, this is literally my life. All I do is have my life consumed in work. You know, there's some things that have happened in my past that I haven't dealt with. And I can kind of relate to that. It's very interesting. But yeah, very good film. Parker Finn was amazing. Highly recommend that you see it yourself. If you guys want me to do like an in-depth rundown and everything, I can give it to you. I don't want to reveal the plot until, you know, you guys actually see it, but I thought it was very good. Did it actually top some previous films that I've seen? I think it did. There's so many movies that I've seen this year. You have The Woman King, you have like all these movies like Breaking with John Boyega. I've seen plenty of films with people of color or black films, and I've also seen just the mainstream films, which is really my emphasis. Obviously the BIPOC films, and then also other movies as well. So I'm really interested to see you guys engage with this page. I'd like to talk to y'all later. If you're interested, just let me know. Go ahead and give me that like. Let's start posting a little bit more. So I'm gonna give my reviews on some of these shows and movies. And if I can get a chance, I might be able to see Werewolf by Night. Marvel definitely actually had a panel. And if they are doing a screening in the morning, or excuse me, not a screening in the morning, if they are doing a screening again for Werewolf by Night, Marvel actually like comes through, I might actually get a chance to see it. It just really depends. But y'all, have a good one. Go see Smile. It comes out in a week. Still very good. There are elements of horror, thrill, all that, and it really impressed me. It was really good. I don't even watch horror, so do your thing. Go ahead and watch it. You have a good one.